Hello. Welcome to our daily news.
Victor Osimhen transfer twistas sterlina 59M decision made on manuti di target.
Victor Osimhen is the subject of major interest from Manchester United, Galatasaray and Al Hilal, with the striker now choosing to snub a move to one of those three clubs. Victor Osimhen has rejected a move to Al Hilal in a potential boost to Manchester United's hopes of signing the striker. Osimhen spent the season on loan at Galatasaray, firing them to the Turkish Super League and Turkish Cup double. He also previously starred for Napoli as they won the Serie A title back in 2023. But his career in Naples is over, with the Italian side keen to sell him this summer as he enters the final year of his contract. Gala are keen to bring him back to Istanbul on a permanent basis. But they faced a serious challenge from Hilal, who have cash to spend after missing out on the Saudi Pro League title this season. Hilal have just appointed Simeone Inzaghi as their new manager, fresh from leading Inter Milan to their second Champions League final in 3 years. They are able to call on bigger spending power than their Turkish rivals. But United are also sizing up a move for the 26-year-old as they continue to rebuild Ruben Amorim's squad. And in a huge boost for their hopes, it appears that Hilal's move for the Nigerian international is dead in the water. Hilal had submitted a £59 million bid to Napoli for Osimhen and were waiting for the Italian club to respond. They were also prepared to hand the striker a bumper salary of £21 million per year plus bonuses. But Osimhen has now rejected that, dashing Hilal's dreams of bringing the striker to the Middle East. Galatasaray have now moved into pole position and are trying to complete a deal. They have offered Osimhen a salary of £17.7 million per year and are racing to get him to put pen to paper. Gala boss Okan Buruk has admitted he expects to count on Osimhen in his squad next season. Buruk said recently, "Osimhen is important. He is positive and loves this place very much. He did not say goodbye to anyone after the last match. If he had the intention of leaving, his behavior would have been different. I see him as 51% staying." Osimhen himself insisted towards the end of the season that he had made a decision on his future. But the striker refused to give a definitive answer as he looked to help Gala wrap up the title. "The rumor is going around about me linked with the Premier League. Of course, when you're one of the hottest strikers in the world you expect this type of thing. It's one of the biggest and best leagues in the world," he said. "For me, I'm with Napoli, signed a new contract and enjoying my time there with the team. At the end of the season I've already made up my mind. I already know what I want to do in my career. Since I've started, I've been the one making my own decisions on everything and it's working out well for me. I already know the next step I want to take, so for now I just want to finish the season strong." Bryan Mbeumo achieves Premier League podium that proves he's perfect for Ruben Amorim's Mad Dogs. Manchester United are closing in on another attacking addition in the shape of Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo. Ineos moved quickly to complete a £62.5 million deal for Cuhna on the first day of the summer transfer window. With 3 Manchester United forwards set to leave this summer, Ruben Amorim needs to freshen up his attacking options and Cuhna will not be the only arrival. United submitted a £45 million Bryan Mbeumo bid this week, but it falls well short of Brentford's £60 million valuation. Mbeumo wants to join United this summer, and statistics prove why he would be a perfect signing for Amorim's style of play. When Amorim arrived as head coach in November, he immediately stated that United players need to track back more and work on their fitness. There have been plenty of concerns about the work rate of United's squad in recent years, but Amorim is eager to add more intensity and athleticism through this summer's signings. Bryan Mbeumo ticks many of the boxes that Amorim wants, and one Premier League stat proves it. In the 2024-25 season, Mbeumo covered 387.6 kilometers, ranking him 3rd out of all top-flight players. Only Crystal Palace's Daniel Munoz and Newcastle United's Bruno Guimaraes covered more distance than Mbeumo did for Brentford last season. Not only is Mbeumo's versatility key to Amorim, but the 25-year-old has proven that he can add intensity to United's attack and follow Amorim's demands to press from the front. Less than a month into his role as United head coach, Amorim demanded United run like mad dogs if they ever want to return to the top of the Premier League table. Unfortunately, throughout the season, United players ignored Amorim's mad dogs demand and were often outrun and outfought by opposition sides. United were outrun by Tottenham in the Europa League final, but with full focus on the Premier League next season, Amorim will hope his squad is fresher and fitter. Already this summer, Amorim has set strict pre-season goals for his players to return at peak fitness, ready to hit the ground running in 2025-26. If Ineos can strike a deal from Mbeumo, The French winger will arrive as one of the fittest players in United's squad. Casemiro has now dropped his biggest compliment to date on the Manchester United star, who offers absolutely everything for Ruben Amorim's first-team squad. The 33-year-old former Real Madrid star is away from Old Trafford and has linked up with the Brazil international team after he was called back to the national squad. Carlo Ancelotti left Real Madrid at the end of the 2024-25 campaign, and the former Los Blancos boss was appointed the head coach of the Brazil national team. Casemiro played under the 65-year-old Italian in the Spanish capital, and the Manchester United star enjoyed incredible success under Carlo Ancelotti at Madrid. The former Los Blancos midfielder earned his call-up back to the national team for Brazil's World Cup qualifying matches against Ecuador and Paraguay in June. Casemiro has had a resurgence under Ruben Amorim at the Premier League club in the tail end of the season, and the Brazilian impressed in the Europa League run. Casemiro re-established himself in the Manchester United first-team squad in the 2024-25 campaign and sparked a turnaround in form at the Premier League club. The Brazil international made 42 appearances across all competitions last season, and Casemiro scored 5 times and registered 3 assists for the Red Devils. Casemiro played alongside Bruno Fernandes at times in the middle of the park, and the United captain was the standout performer at Old Trafford last season. Bruno Fernandes highlighted his importance once again for the Red Devils after he netted 19 times and registered 19 assists in 57 matches in the 2024-25 season. The 30-year-old United star's stunning exploits earned him the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award for a record-tying 4th time in his prolific Red Devils career. Casemiro insisted that Fernandes is the most important player in the team, and the Portugal and United midfielder is the player who takes the most risks. Bruno is the heartbeat of the team, he said, as per Manchester United's official website. The team plays how he plays and how he wants. If he wants the team to play further forward, if he wants the team to keep possession, the team keeps possession. He is the most important player in the team, especially going forward. He is the player that scores the most, gets the most assists and takes the most risks.